God damn, is it chilly outside? Hey guys, Axel here, and welcome to episode 12 of Valhalla. It's been so long since I played this game, I forget pretty much everything. I mean, I know like the general storyline, but like I don't remember a lot of people's names or their preferred drinks or the keyboard shortcuts. And I recently found out that my PC audio ports are broken and the USB ports. I mean, I don't know, it's weird. It's been broken ever since I got it, and I can't ever use headphones again. I mean, I can't use headsets or headphones or earphones or whatever on this computer, so I can't actually hear the game audio. I know I've brought this up multiple times in the past, but like, I really want to hear the music of Valhalla, man, and I can't like, I have to mute the sound so that my phone's microphone doesn't pick the game audio up, but like you guys can still hear the game audio. And yeah, I got myself a new phone. I don't know if the audio quality is different. I hope it's a bit better. And yeah, let's continue on with Valhalla. It's been a while. From what I remember, it's been very enjoyable so far. I'm gonna have to format my laptop to make it like run faster. So this video is probably not gonna get edited for like a week or 2 weeks. And just because I'm like really lazy and I don't know how to format things, and next week is my exam, so I'm not gonna do anything during the exam. I'm probably gonna record though, but like I'm not gonna format my laptop or anything. I'm gonna format my laptop with the help of my friend. Let's call him ANW or Skeleton. Let's just call him Skeleton. Skeleton the piano. So Skeleton the piano, I don't know, I want him to help me format my laptop because he seems to know what he's doing and I don't. So he's gonna help me format my laptop and reinstall like the applications that I want, like Filmora and like I don't know, Word I guess, and Photoshop and all that. I'll do all the programs that I'm gonna use. Like my laptop, it's freaking old, man, and I am not playing the game at all. But I want to talk. Okay, maybe this won't even be a Valhalla video. This is just gonna have freaking what do you call it? It's gonna have a Dead Cells gameplay. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna talk and put Dead Cells gameplay, even though I already said it's Valhalla episode 12. You know, just I can edit this out. What am I talking about? Okay, so what was I talking about? My laptop, my HP laptop. It's old, kinda. It's from when I was in grade 7 and I'm in grade 11 now, so about 4 years. I want to say 5. Honestly, I'm not sure. I got it in grade 7, that's all I remember. And it's pretty old. I don't remember downloading a bunch of stuff on it. I know I used it for school, and because the school provided me with the laptop, it already had a bunch of programs pre-built into it, like some kind of Chinese program that we never ended up using. I don't know what it was for. I never opened it, but I knew it was Chinese because it had Chinese letters and the name of the program was in Chinese. And I guess somewhere along the way, it just got slower. And my teacher recently said that HP laptops don't have good ventilation and that it gets hot pretty easily. And it does get hot pretty easily. Like, I'm just trying to edit my videos, like, for an hour or 2 hours, me editing, and it just gets really, really hot. I mean, I edit in bed, and I put the laptop on top of a pillow, and when I'm like done with editing and I just need to export it, I put the laptop in like on a table because I don't want to hold the laptop. The laptop's pretty heavy too, you know, and it's like big and bulky, I guess. I don't know. It's like a pretty large laptop compared to most laptops that other people have. But if you compare it to like a gaming laptop, this is like way, way smaller. But compared to like most laptops that are just used for work or for school, this is like it's pretty big. It's pretty heavy. The charger is pretty annoying. It's like needlessly long, and I don't know. It's hard. It's hard to describe the charger because it's nice that it's long, right? But it's like comprised of two parts. The one that I don't know. It's hard to describe, but like you guys know, right? Like you can like unplug one part from the other to tie it up easier. But I don't want to do that because I charge the laptop a lot if I'm actually using it. I'm not using my laptop now because I stopped making videos, and the Dr. Iggy video that I posted that was edited on my friend's laptop, and it wasn't even supposed to be on YouTube, but like one of my classmates, let's call her, what do we call her? Okay, let's call her B, like as in the letter B, the second letter of the alphabet. She wanted me to post the video on YouTube for whatever reason, so I'm like, yeah, okay, it'll help me get some views. So, you know, there wasn't really any context though, and I couldn't really get a good thumbnail because I'm not creative enough to come up with my own thumbnails. Like you guys have seen the Valhalla thumbnails or the Pokemon thumbnails; they are not interesting, but I'm trying my best. And recently in class, in TOK class, which is Theory of Knowledge class, the teacher told us to make a video about one of the topics listed, and the topics were like about math. The topic I chose was why was zero important, and you know I worked with Iggy, Dr. Iggy, and we had this like emo vibe going on. And we talked for like 4 minutes. We actually had a script, not really. We just talked about the points we wanted to cover and the jokes we wanted to tell, even though no one else will get the jokes. But, you know, it was funny to us. I enjoyed doing that podcast thing. I enjoyed like recording the script with him because we were the only ones that watched John Mulaney. And like, so I have a Netflix account, and I let him borrow my Netflix account because, like, why not, right? Why would you need to pay for another one? Just use mine. So I was like, he was like watching comedians and stuff. I'm like, oh, dude, you gotta watch this one. And he's like, oh, okay, sure, I'll watch it. And he was like, hey, have you watched this one? And I'm like, no, you should. It's really good. So I'm like, yeah, okay, sure. And we just traded shows, recommended each other's shows, and now we got like a whole bunch of inside jokes, and it's great. It's really great because I can just confidently say McDonald's, 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 and hear a slight chuckle from across the room, or I can say one black coffee, say motherfucker, and I would hear like a hint of laughter, you know, and it's nice to be able to hear something like that. But like, what I want to say, like in TOK, let's use fake names here. So Queen and Sister, they were on the same team. I was on the same team with Dr. Iggy. It was like partners, and they made a video with the same topic as ours, why is zero important. And even though like the information they gave was basically the same as mine because we used like the same references, they made the video really funny. It was actually hilarious. I could not stop laughing. It was a 9-minute video and I could not stop laughing. When I watched it, it felt like the video lasted forever. I didn't feel time move at all. And it's hard to have something, to watch something and feel that way, you know? So I really wanted to put it on YouTube. They like actually recorded themselves doing a skit, and like they edited it for like so many hours. While ours are like, well, mine is like just like the podcast. It's just a recording, and it's just an MP3 file. but theirs is like it's a full blown skit, and it's really good. I would say that it's better than 50% of the content on YouTube, and I really want to put it there to show how great they are. You know how hilarious they are, how funny they are, and also to in the future I can look back to like my high school days and like, yeah, I know these people. They were so hilarious. I'm glad to know that I knew these people. I knew these people, you know? Like, I existed in the same classroom as these people at one point in time. And I want to remember stuff like that, but I got like a terrible memory. I don't remember like most of the holidays I've been on. I just know that I've been to Singapore and South Korea and Malaysia, I think. And that's it. I only remember going to the places. For Singapore, my fondest memory is just buying cookies. Like, I went to Singapore for the cookies. It used to be because of Subway, but after getting Subway every time in Singapore, I'm like, nah, this is like overpriced and not worth it. And while I was walking, I forget where, but I think it's in. I never mind. I forget the place. But like I was walking like in a mall, right, with my family, and we passed by this place. It's called Ben's Cookies, and I was curious because I've only ever tried like famous Amos cookies, like hard cookies, you know. And then I went over to Ben's Cookies, and the cookies look really flat, kinda, I guess. I mean, that's the best way I can describe it. They looked flat, and I wanted to try them, you know, because I was craving something sweet. So we got 8 for $10 or something. I don't know. I don't remember the prices. Okay, it's been a while, and I tried them, and they were soft cookies, you know, like you can like break them apart really easily, and even after a couple of days, they would still taste delicious. Like famous Amos, you just leave them out for a couple of days, like without a container. You just leave them in the bag they gave you. It gets stale, you know. It gets really hard. It's not crunchy anymore. But because Ben's cookies are soft, they're not meant for the crunch, you know. They're meant for softness. And so even if I leave them in the packaging they gave us, it still tasted delicious. And I love their freaking cookies. I always bought the chocolate ones because I love chocolate. They're sweet. I love chocolate. I love sweet things. I don't prefer nut, but I would still eat it. I just don't enjoy it as much as chocolate. And I love Ben's Cookies. That's like the only reason why I go to Singapore now, if I ever go to Singapore. And I always get Ben's Cookies. I always bring them home. They're so delicious. And what was I talking about? How did that go to Singapore? Oh, fond memories. I said that I've been to South Korea, Malaysia, and Singapore. For Malaysia, I remember getting a black pencil case in one of the malls, and all I remember is that in that mall there was a food court and there was a shop, and I bought a pencil case there. I used it for grade 6, but like in grade 6, apparently it cut up a bunch of holes. I remember this because the corners of the pencil case, they had a bunch of holes in them. And in grade 7, I remember using the pencil case to kill a fly, and because I killed a fly with my pencil case, I threw it away. Plus, it was broken, so you know it was time to get a new pencil case. Plus, my mom's friend recently bought me like a Smiggle pencil case, and I thought, yeah, okay, cool. I already have a replacement, so might as well just throw it away, right? It wasn't much use to anyone. It was riddled with holes, and now I lost that Smiggle pencil case like 3 weeks ago, and I'm pretty sad. I don't have a pencil case now. I only have 2 pens, 3 technically. And they're not even my pens. I just found them on my desk, and no one bothered to take them back. And they just happen to be red and blue pens. I'm holding the blue one right now. Let me click the pen. Can you hear that? Can you hear the click? Let me do it again. And the good thing about this pen, the thing that I really like, aside from its ink, the ink is really good. I really like this pen. Is that aside from that, like I can shake the pen after I click it. Like you know how the pen has like after you click it, you write, right? Yeah, you guys know what I mean. You guys own a pen. I'm pretty sure, at least for people who are listening to this. I'm pretty sure like maybe Joanne's watching this. Hopefully, Joanne is a made-up name. Yes, it's a made-up name because I've been watching Joan of Arc recently. You know, I've been watching a lot of Inazuma 11, the Chronosone one, and I really like Joan of Arc. So, but like, I say Joanne instead because that's how I've been saying it all these years, and I recently found out it's called Joan of Arc. Anyway, I was at pens, right? So I clicked the pen, right? And like after you click the pen, you write on it. But what I do is because I'm a fan of Kamen Rider, I shake the pen to pretend that it was a full bottle from Kamen Rider Build. Like search up Kamen Rider Build first Henshin or first transformation, and you see that he holds two bottles and he shakes them and then he puts it into his belt. Because I'm a poor boy, I can't afford the toys, so I'm using the pen to pretend to be a Kamen Rider. So okay, I click the pen. I click the pen or the bottle. I shake it, and then after he shakes it, he does something to the bottle, which makes another noise, click, and then he inserts it into his belt. And I don't want to show a clip of the transformation because last time when I showed a Kamen Rider transformation, it got like copyrighted. Kinda. I mean, the video wasn't taken down, but like they put up ads on it and stuff, which is kind of annoying. But it's fine. It doesn't matter. So like, I have a blue and a red pen, and the reason why the colors are very important is because the first transformation combo, I guess, that's in Kamen Rider Build is Rabbit Tank, and Rabbit is red, Tank is blue. So you know, so naturally I was like, oh my god, I got Rabbit Tank. So I'm like. And then I pretend to put the pens like in the belt, and then I like say the sound effects out loud, like Rabbit Tank, best match, dung 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 dung. Are you ready? And I would say like Henshin, and like I'm talking to this like by myself, and I do this in class a lot, and like my friends they're like, I guess that's his thing, whatever. And they're cool with it, you know. They're like, "Why are you doing this?" And I'm like, "I don't know either." And like, eh. So I'm like, "Are you ready, Henshin?" And I say the line when Rabbit Tank is used. Hagane no Moon Sorto, Rabbit Tank. And I don't know. I like Kamen Rider, and that was Malaysia. Somehow I got from Malaysia to Kamen Rider. Yeah. Okay, the last one, South Korea. I remember that in South Korea we stayed in a really crappy hotel, and they didn't even have a bed. They only had a kotatsu. They didn't even have a pillow. Okay, they only had a cloth, and we would sleep on the floor. And you couldn't adjust the temperature of the room. It freaking sucked. And I lost my glasses in Korea, and I remember we were going to like Nami Island or Jeju Island or some kind of island, and there was like a bunch of mosquitoes just like flying past us, like a gigantic swarm of mosquitoes just like flying past. It hit everyone. So we took shelter in a restaurant on the island, and when we went in, like there was a bunch of dead mosquitoes like on our clothing, and we had to pat them off and stuff. And like it was so gross and so weird. And I was like 8, man. I just wanted to have a good time in Korea, but like freaking climate change forced that terrible thing to happen to me. And I remember vividly that I bought a Beat-A-Man toy thing. I don't know if you guys know Beat-A-Man, but like I know of it because of a PSP game that I played. And I was like, yeah, okay, cool. I played this in PSP. I wanna buy the toy. So I bought the toy, and now it's gone. Yeah, I lose a lot of things in my life, just like my will to live. Ha ha ha! Big mood. And I remember that after we stayed in the hotel, like we stayed in the hotel for a couple of days, enjoyed a tour, and then we stayed in my cousin's friend's house because I was in Korea with my cousin and my aunt, and we stayed at my cousin's friend's house. and my cousin's friend decided to make kimchi, right? And my aunt and cousin were like, "Oh, I want to try to make kimchi," and then they wore gloves to make kimchi, and I'm like, "Oh, that's interesting. You need to wear gloves to make kimchi." And apparently, you have to wear gloves to make kimchi because kimchi can hurt your hands. Like they said, it hurt for some reason. I don't know if it was because of the spice or because it was like thorny or whatever, or like it pokes you or something. Like I don't know, man. But like it hurts, and like looking at them do it makes me cringe because when I feel them like mixing the vegetables and stuff, it it makes a sound and it looks like it hurts. So I kind of feel the pain too. I don't know, man. I was eight. It was dumb. And those were my holiday experiences in South Korea, Malaysia, and Singapore. I'm actually going to Singapore again next year in January 11 or 15 or something for HMCA. So I gave that information out loud. Why? Who cares? Yeah, I'm going to go to HMCA with a couple of my classmates. Um, One of them is Melon, and the other one is B. And I participated in IMUN, which is a similar event to HMCA. IMUN is Indonesia Model United Nations, and I sucked at it. Like I did not understand what was going on. I didn't talk a lot. I didn't participate. I just listened because I wanted to know how can people be so confident in what they're saying. I'm not confident in myself. I doubt myself a lot. And these other people, they just say like with a lot of confidence what they're thinking. And I'm sitting there, I'm listening, I'm like, yeah, this makes sense, yeah. But honestly, they could have just been BSing. And I want to learn how to be confident and how to talk like that. And hopefully in HMCA I'm able to do that because I will have time to research starting from like next week, and hopefully I'll be more prepared than I was for IMUN. What else can I talk about now? This school year, like a couple of new students enrolled in my class from another school, and it's interesting to have new classmates, like people you've never met before that's integrated into how do you freaking say it, into the cliques, I guess. Yeah. And like one of the students that enrolled, somehow she became my first crush. Hooray! My first crush in 16 years. I want to say 16 years. I recently had my birthday. It was November 19th. November 19th was my birthday. So I guess I'm 16. I was born in 2002. Yeah, I'm 16. Like my first crush in 16 years, and I don't know. I don't know why I like her. I think that she's really cute and adorable and pretty and funny and smart. And I'm the type of guy who reads horoscopes. I don't know why, but I read them, and like when I realized I had a crush on this girl, the horoscope I was reading was like, they don't know that you like them, so tell them before someone else gets to them. And I'm like, oh my god. Um, yeah, okay, cool. So I told them, and they were like, really? Me? And I was like, yeah, you. And they were like, cool. And never gave me a proper answer. Um, I text her a lot now, and she says that, oh, this has never happened to me. I don't know what I'm doing. My parents aren't letting me. And this is all probably confidential information, but I want to talk about it because I don't know what else to talk about. And I don't know. I want to take her out on a date. I don't know where. I bought her flowers. I bought her 4 roses. And they all died. That's pretty sad. And I want to get her more roses. Hopefully she's not watching this. I want to buy her flowers. I want to get her gifts. I don't know why. She said that I don't have to, but I want to because I want to show her that I do like her and it's not all just bark, you know, I gotta show some bite. And I don't know what to do. I think about her a lot. It's hard not to miss her. And it's nice to say these things out loud. I've learned that it's not good to internalize your feelings, and you gotta talk to someone or something. And, you know, I talk to people about how I feel. I also want to talk about how I feel on camera, I guess. Not really on camera, because you guys are looking at a gameplay footage, but I want to put my feelings on the internet so that when I come back a couple years later, because I'm never going to take this YouTube channel down, man. Or at least that's what I say right now. Who knows what's in store in the future, but like, for right now, I feel like I'm never going to take down this YouTube channel. I'm never going to delete any of the videos because it shows my progress, right? It shows my progress and how far I've come. Yesterday, I was looking at like my first ever video on YouTube, which was called Test. And like, okay, the first ever official video, okay, quote unquote official. It was Pokemon Glazed episode 1. I look at that video and I cringe. I don't cringe because of the content. My content is still like the same. It's still garbage, but like, it was just the gameplay. There was no layout. There was no Pokemon layout. It was just the gameplay. It was so bad. And then I see as time went on, my layouts, in Pokemon Uranium, I had a layout, you know? It was really difficult to edit it in because I didn't know how to edit at the time. But I made a layout and I tried. And the layouts, I kept improving on the layout because I felt like it was really bad, so I kept improving and improving. And when I didn't want to do Pokemon Uranium anymore, it was just too much grinding. And I couldn't speed any of the battles up. I didn't want to grind over and over and over again. And that was when my computer was inside, like, my aunt's room. It was hard to use the computer because the computer was placed on a really high table, and I had to play it from the bed. But the problem is that if I have to play it on the bed, the keyboard doesn't reach the bed. So I gotta like lean in close to the table. But if I lean in close to the table, I can't look at the screen. And there's also the problem of me setting up a microphone because I used to have an actual microphone with a mic stand, but now I'm using a mic, like my phone's mic, because it's so much better and easier to do. And like I look at the layouts and like it wasn't bad for a first attempt, you know. And when I did like the Pokemon Ruby Randomizer Nuzlocke, and I forget what else I did, but like, I slowly started to improve on the layouts. And it's nice to have evidence that you progress, you know, there's progress, you learn something. Because in the moment, you feel like you're just the same. You feel like you've never changed. But I have video proof of how I improved, quote unquote, improved my content, okay? And so that's why I want to put my feelings out on the internet, to show that, so in the future I know how I used to feel, and I can compare it with how I'm feeling then. Maybe 5 years from now, I'm having an emotional breakdown, and I'm gonna click on this video, and it's gonna remind me of how I used to be, the flaws I had, what changed, and what can I change about myself to be a better person. I don't think I'm a good person. I'm a bad person. I'm a terrible person. I'm a selfish person. I care about me and only me, because I am number one. Rip that guy who died, I don't remember his name. I don't care about other people a lot. I don't trust other people. It's hard to trust people. You never know who's gonna backstab you. You never know who's gonna do what. The world is a very unpredictable place, and I like to think of myself as a gambler. I like to take really, really bad odds because I believe that's a stupid way to gamble, but sometimes I like to take the lowest odds for fun, you know. I have a 1 in 100 chance of winning compared to a 1 in 10 chance of winning. I'm taking the 1 in 100 if it's way more fun. I bet my friend that he would not get an A+ in his physics exam. Not because I did not believe in him. No, I knew what kind of person he was like. And I know that he would make some small stupid mistakes and it would cost him his A+. He ended up getting an A. He was so close to getting that A+. 2 marks off, I think. And I bet my toe on that. I said that, oh, you're not going to get A+, you're going to get A, but it's going to be really close. I bet my toe on that. And we agreed, and I kept my toe. I'm a gambler, guys. I don't gamble money, but I gamble on other stuff. I wrote that in 30 years, my friend's future. I wrote my friend's future. That's gonna happen in 30 years. Like, this girl is gonna live next to a park without a dog. She has a dog right now, but she won't have a dog when she lives next to a park. That's all I said. She's gonna live next to a park without a dog. In 30 years, I'm sure that's what's gonna happen. And for another girl, I was gonna say that she was gonna get married and open her own business with a son and a daughter. I'm so sure on that. And who knows? Maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong. I just want to gamble because gambling, it's fun and it takes my mind off the worries that I have right now. And I don't know what I'm talking about. And I've been rambling for 30 minutes. And I've never done a video like this ever, I think. I don't count the Madame Bovary video because it was focused on Madame Bovary. This one is just me rambling over and over and over because I want to let my thoughts out. And yeah, hope you guys had a great day. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Comment, tell me what you think, tell me your experiences about the things I talked about. I don't even remember the things I talked about. So, you know, like, comment, subscribe if you enjoy my content for whatever reason, or if you are my classmate and you haven't subscribed, please subscribe because we know each other. And don't forget to get your coffee. Coffee is the only way you can be happy in this cynical world. So don't forget to get your coffee. That's gonna be my motto at the end of the video, at the end of every video, because like the Odd Ones Out has the don't forget to wear your seatbelt thing, right? And like PewDiePie has the what's going on, bros, and like I'm Gloria Boga and you're watching Poo News, like, or he has a meme review thing, like meme review. So like I want to have something for my channel too, you know. So I'm like, okay. My friend was like, I don't know, man. What do you want to say? I'm like, oh, let's get this coffee because it's inspired by let's get this bread. I like to say let's get this bread. It's a fun expression to use. I don't know what it means, but it's a fun expression to use. So let's get this coffee. I probably won't be drinking coffee like in a long time. Withdrawal symptoms are really bad. Where was I? I was like, oh yeah, okay. Like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget your coffee. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.